What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. Today we are starting our credit and car buying series with talking about credit cards. Now, credit cards, and these are the 8 credit cards that I keep in my wallet. Credit cards are one of the best tools to go ahead and increase your credit so that you can save thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars when you are financing or leasing your car. And even if you guys are trying to pay cash, hear me out here, you can save a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s at the time of purchase when you put that down payment down. Even if you stacked every single dollar that you are going to use to pay cash, you can still use a credit card to go ahead and save additional money. Now you might say, hey Adam, what the heck? We're on a Dodge website. You're always yelling about Dodges. We're always on Dodge websites. That's because I'm gonna actually make this specific deal here and show you how much money we're going to save on this specific car right here, which is in a very controversial color, smoke show gray. Dodge got rid of destroyer gray for 2020. What do you guys think of this much lighter, much maybe not as good of a color, smoke show gray? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you guys have comments, questions, concerns about credit and car buying or other car buying questions, also leave those in the comments below. Tap the like button while you're down there. So this deal is for a $42,000 out the door price on a finance contract. Now, if you're putting 10% down and your credit score, let's say, is only a 650, so it's a fair credit score. According to the banks, they classify you as fair. 650 credit score, 72-month loan. That's a high interest rate, 10.4 annual percentage rate, APR. It's going to put you at a $722 monthly payment. Now, we're early in the video. We haven't seen the other monthly payments. So is $722 good? Is it bad? It seems kind of high to me, right? I mean, $722 a month for a narrow body Scat Pack, that seems a little high to me, right? Let's say we take your 650 credit score at a fair level and increase it to good at a 680. So if we increase your credit score by just 30 points, we just saved you $60 a month. So now we're at $660 a month, saved you $60 a month over 72 payments over 6 years. That is over $4,000 worth of savings just by increasing your credit score by 30 points. Again, later in the video, we're going to show you how to increase your credit score, and it's going to save you guys a boatload of money. And we're not even to the best part yet. Let's say we take your 680 credit score. We just bump it up by another 30 points, just 30 points. We're gonna go from good to very good. We have a 710 credit score now. Look at our APR. Our annual percentage rate is down to 4.1, and our monthly payment is down to about $600, $605. We just saved another $60 a month times those 72 months or 6 years that you're making the payments on this. That is another over $4,000 worth of savings. So we've saved you almost 10 grand on a $45,000 car, $45,000 car. Saved you almost 10 grand, aka 25% of that car's value. We've saved you just by bumping up your credit score by about 60 points from a 650 to a 710. Now you might say, Adam, how are we bumping up my credit score with these credit cards, by 60 points, by 70 points, whatever it may be? And I will tell you why and how. So credit cards not only can increase your credit score because they show that you are a trustworthy borrower, right? So if you're running around swiping your Amex Platinum, swiping your Citi Double Cash card, and then you're paying it off every month because you got it on auto pay, which I highly recommend. Not only do they show that you're trustworthy, but they also protect your bank account, protect your credit score from getting wrecked by other people. So if you guys are running around, and I see this in the Army all the time, everyone's running around with their debit card and always using their debit card. Your debit card is a direct line to your checking account. So if I get your debit card, I can literally go withdraw money from your debit account or spend the money, which is less likely for you to get back because that's now the cash is gone, right? With credit cards, it is a promise to pay later. So when you're going around swiping, buying gas, buying a TV, buying whatever it may be, you're just making a promise to the bank that you're going to pay for that later, and the bank is fronting the money to that establishment, to that business, to whatever it may be. So it is a much more safe way to protect yourself, to protect your credit, and to build your credit. Now, as far as building credit goes, there are a few things we need to keep in mind. There is credit utilization and then the payment history, which are the two big two big ticket items that we are focused on when we're focused on buying a $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 car. If you guys are out there running around and overspending on your credit, so if you're spending more than 30% of your credit limit, so say my Hilton card right here, my top tier Hilton card has a credit limit of $10,000, I should only be spending 30% of that. So only be spending $3,000 of that and then paying it off, no matter if it's within a month or within a week. Like, I need to make sure that I'm staying under the 30% rule in order to not get my credit score lowered. So if you guys are staying under the 30% rule with your credit cards, that will increase your credit score. Also, using auto pay will almost automatically increase your credit score because it will ensure that you have a solid payment history. If you never miss a payment, your credit score will always be going up or staying high. Now, another thing to take into consideration with these credit cards is that if you don't have credit cards or you don't have multiple credit cards, banks basically see you, they have to evaluate how risky you are. And so your credit score is kind of a reflection of how risky you are as a borrower. So I've seen it before where there are friends of mine who go in to buy their first car and they don't have a credit card, or they haven't used their one credit card that they did have. And so while banks are like, okay, awesome, this dude makes $100K a year, he's never borrowed money in his life because he's always just basically used his debit card, even for big purchases, right? You can use your debit card for big purchases. You just got to call your bank and let them know so they don't deny it. I've seen friends who make a good amount of money, 50, 60, 70, six figures a year, be denied and have to co-sign on cars, on leases, on finance contracts because their credit score is high, over 700, but it's not deep. And what I mean by deep or strong is that they don't actually have, for instance, for me, I have 8 credit cards and I pay all these on auto pay. I pay them every month and I stay under the 30% rule. So no matter if you're talking about my Marriott card, which has a $7,000 limit, or my Hilton card, which has a $10,000 limit, I'm always staying under 30% of whatever that limit is, so that the credit bureaus know that I'm a trustworthy borrower and I have it on auto pay. So you want your credit to be high from not overspending, not going over the 30% rule, and you want your credit to be deep by actually having multiple cards open so that you have thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of money that you could be spending, but you're being responsible and not spending more than the 30% of that. And that's what gets people tripped up when they go to buy a car, because they'll walk in, they'll be like, they'll check their credit score on like Credit Karma or something. It's like, it'll say 715. Like, oh, sweet. Boom, boom, boom. But they're one of those people who only uses their debit card or only pays cash. And so they'll go in and the bank will be like, yes, your credit score is high, but you've never had the responsibility of having a credit card that's $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000. So how do we know you're going to pay back a $40,000 or $50,000 loan or lease that has a monthly payment of $600, $700, $800 a month, right? So getting those credit cards will allow you to build up your credit both score-wise and depth-wise. You bring the depth, the utilization, you increase the pool of money that you have access to, but only use less than 30% of it, which is considered responsible by the banks, by the credit bureaus. Now, how are we going to take you guys from saving $8,000 to saving an extra about $1,000? Well, certain credit cards out there have sign-up bonuses where if you're going to be spending $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, you can end up getting 20, 30, 40% of that back in points. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of credit card points, and some people know a lot about them, some people don't. But let's take one of these, for instance. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred right now, if you spend $4,000, which I picked this for a specific reason, it just took us an application. If you spend $4,000, which remember, your monthly or your down payment was $4,200 cash down, they're going to give you 80,000 Chase points. Now, as far as bonus value, it says right here, $1,600, but that is redeemed for travel. If you guys wanted to go ahead and just get that 80,000 points back in cash within the month after you bought your car, that would be worth about $800 cash that they could either refund you on your statement or just send you straight up to their bank account cash. $800, boom, back in your bank account. So not only did you save like $8,400 by bumping up your credit score 60 points, you also just got a kickback from Chase. Here's an extra $800 on money you were already going to spend on your down payment. So instead of paying cash for your down payment, you swiped your card for $4,200, and boom, Chase just kicked you back 80,000 Chase points or $800 back to your bank account. So now you saved about $9,000, and that's on like a $45,000 car. If you guys are going to go out there and buy a Hellcat, bumping up your credit score from a 650 to a 720 is going to save you well over $10,000, well over $10,000, and I guarantee that. All right, let's make sure we're not missing anything for this video. I do want to keep these videos relatively short, relatively tolerable. We're going to have another video coming out on the 30% rule, because that is a whole rule in and of itself. We're gonna have another video on strictly building your credit with credit cards. And we're gonna have other videos, obviously, on some tips and tricks as far as saving money. A lot of other videos on credit scores coming out. If you guys haven't subscribed, remember we're doing our 1,000 subscriber giveaway very soon. We're already up over 500 subs in a very short amount of time. That subscribing enters you to win these Power Beats Pro. The ones I'm giving away at 1,000 subs are right here. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button for free. It enters you to win $250 headphones at 1,000 subscribers. Go ahead and comment below if you guys have more questions about credit cards, car buying, wide body cars, whatever it may be. Put it in the comments below. I'm gonna chef up a couple more videos for you guys to follow this up pretty quickly, so that there can be kind of a chain in our credit and car buying series to start answering more questions as they come in. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next video.